New intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. Suspect has been charged with second-degree murder in the missing persons case of 34-year-old Kathleen Moore. On Monday, Sheriff Noko stated that Colin Nape, age 30, was arrested and charged. Sheriff Noko also stated that Moore and Nape had been in an on-again, off-again relationship for about 5 years. Sheriff Noko also stated that when deputies interviewed Nape prior to his arrest, that there were inconsistencies in his statement. Quote, "This is a sad reminder that domestic violence takes place in every community." After his interview, investigators say that they found bloody clothes belonging to Nape in a dumpster belonging to his employer, Harold Seltzer Steakhouse in Port Richey. According to them, Nape is a kitchen manager at the restaurant, and they claim he told them that he went to work at around 1:30 a.m. on November 29th to do meat inventory. PCSO states that the blood and the DNA evidence found on the clothes matched Kathleen Moore. Sheriff Noko stated that it led to probable cause for Nape's arrest. Pasco County deputies are now searching for Moore's body. Quote, "We are hoping that he was going to provide information in this interview. As one of our detectives described, he was very cold, even when they were begging him to tell them where her body was. Give us that information. For Colin Nape, who's in this facility right now, know that there is a God. Know that he knows all the answers, and right now you have the opportunity to do something positive when you have done so much evil. Please share with us where Kathleen is so we can do something for the family, so we can give them some type of resolution." Moore from Largo has been missing since November 29th, when she was last seen in Newport Richey around 1 a.m. near Carmel Avenue. Quote, "Though normally very active on social media and communicative with family members and friends, Moore was silent after Monday early morning. After she missed work and school, friends and family reported her missing. Nape has had 10 previous felony arrests, 9 misdemeanors, and has been arrested for domestic violence situations in the past with other victims. Sheriff Noko stated that they are asking the public if they have seen these 2 vehicles belonging to Nape between Monday, November 29th around midnight and the afternoon of Tuesday, November 30th. The cars are a black 2006 Cadillac CT6 with Florida tag Z917XC and a black 2004 Chevrolet Silverado with bed coverings with a Florida tag QXLT69. PSCO states that it is a crucial part of the investigation because Moore was last seen alive getting into the Cadillac. According to the sheriff's office, Nape claims to have stopped at a 7-Eleven near Port Richey home to buy cigarettes that night, and he says that Moore was in the car at the time. But Noko said Monday that surveillance video wasn't clear enough to confirm if she was in a car at that time. When it gets to these stories now, I pretty much don't have anything to say. I try to warn people. I use other stories out here in order to let people know it's like, hey, this is a potentiality of something that could, happen. Um, if this is what you want to sit up here and do. And, all I get is flack, get a whole bunch of mouth, get a whole bunch of people saying stuff. And then at the end of the day, you'll still have people trying to cry and say, like, oh, uh, black men need to do this and black men need to do that. And like I said before, it's very interesting. Then when stories like this come up, you never hear the same women complain and talking about what black men need to do. They're never saying what white men need to do. They're never saying that. They're never saying that, hey, you guys need to stand by us. You guys need to speak up for us. You guys should be marching for us. Like, whenever, like, one of you guys happens to, do anything negative to black women, since you guys seem to, like, love us and care about us and all this other type of stuff, and you say all these things, you guys really need to, start putting your feet to the ground and start becoming, vocal and really start speaking up for us. Magically, there's none of that rah rah rah, right? But the only men that get that rah 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 is black men. But yet, from when you listen to all the other divestors out here, and they'll sit up there and say that, oh, all these other men are interested in us, and all these other men love us, and they treat us better, and we're like queens, and all this other type of stuff. And then you get stories like this, and then it's silent. Those same divestors don't have nothing to say about these stories. They overlook these stories. They don't want to sit up there and mark these down and count these stories. They don't want to sit up there and use this story as like a warning, as to like, yo, this is like, one of your sisters that, something happened. It's like, what happened? Why y'all not doing a GoFundMe for her? Why y'all not marching for her? Why y'all not speaking for her? How come every single time stories like this show up, the same divestors that always want to run their mouth, why they never start up GoFundMes? Why they never do that for women like this? Oh, I guess because what? That was just her decision? That was just something that happened to her? It was just a random occurrence? When we've continuously had things like this happen? And even before this timeline, we can go back to a previous timeline and look at when this was something that was actively happening on a daily basis to black women. Two black women who were not even entertaining men like him, but they were always getting attacked and harassed and all these things happening. But like I said, divestors don't want to look at that, though. They don't want to look at the past. They don't want to look at history. They don't want to look at all of those things that sat up there and took place and try to list those as warning signs and symptoms of a potentiality of something that can happen, something that is detrimental. Y'all never want to sit up there and put up these stories at all. Y'all just leave these bad boys to the wind. And if a few of y'all do put up those stories, that's great. Great. That's awesome. But the overwhelming majority, they're not going to do it. They're not going to look at it. Why? Because they don't care. They're like, well, that was her situation. It's not going to be me. And this is how the same exact thing keeps happening and happening. Case in point, let's go back. Hold on. Let me go back and read something real quick, right? They stated that he had a record, right? They said that Nape he has 10 previous felony arrests, 9 misdemeanors, and has been arrested for domestic violence in the past with other victims. Look at that. I bet you she didn't want to do a background check on this dude, right? Just like a lot of these women, when they decide that they want to, go out with a lot of these guys out here where they claim like, oh, they love us and they treat us the best and all this. I bet you they don't sit up there and do a background check. I bet you they don't be trying to make a fuss on if they got a record or not. Like I said, magically he was the golden one. It didn't matter. Right? He was big, strong, facial hair, had low haircut, large beard. Right? Working for a company, maybe working for himself. I don't know because magically whenever these dudes show up, they're supposedly millionaires. Right? They're always entrepreneurs. They're always, doing big things. But the only big thing this dude was sitting up here doing was taking her life and hiding her body. It's crazy. And you still gonna have the same souls out here talking about, oh, black men don't be advocating for us. They don't march for us. They don't sit up there and support us. They don't protect us. They don't do this. That's what I'm talking about with black men. Nah, this is your problem. This is a personal problem. Because when we try to sit up there and give you information, we try to tell you something, y'all don't want to sit up there and listen. And this is when I sat up there and told people before, it's like, yo, at the end of the day, you can sit up there and date whoever it is that you want to sit up there and date. But if something happens, when you decide to sit up there and take that risk, don't sit up there and come crying back to black people, because we ain't going to want to hear it. We are not going to want to hear it. We're not. And that's just being honest. Like I said before, it's like dealing with a kid that want to sit up there and touch a hot stove, and then you want to turn around crying to your mother. She already told you umpteen times, don't sit up there and touch the stove, it's hot. So now when you touch it, now you want to sit up there and start crying. You want her to coddle you. Nah, deal with that. Take that L. Sit in the corner as you take that L as well. But like I said, it is what it is. And since I'm saying all this, I'm pretty sure some of them might, you know, at a point in time roll up and they'll decide to, oh, but you're not going to sit up there and talk about this story, and oh, what about this article, and oh, what about what this black man sat up there and did. It don't matter, because it don't have anything to do with the story. It has nothing to do with this topic of the two people that are clear cut on screen. So you're bringing up some other variables just to try to sit up there and make a point for yourself to have some ground to stand on when you don't. You're on quicksand. Good luck. No matter what you put down there, you're sinking. But you know, like I said, it is what it is at the end of the day. You know, you got a lot of women out here independent. You can't sit up there and tell a lot of black women nothing. They don't want to sit up there and listen. So it is what it is at the end of the day. That's all I got to say. Hey, maybe somebody might sit up there and look at this story and realize what the situation is, and they'll leave their situation before these things like this end up happening. But anyways, let me know what y'all think about the story and everything that I listed in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.